All right, you know what this music means. You know, you watch this show. I walk over to the other side of the set. We call it Jay's Lounge. It's the other side of Studio 9. Tamika Nurse, our WNBA analyst, is waiting to hang out with me. How are you, friend?
I'm good, how are you?
Great to see you.
Good to see you.
This is a big, big day.
This is a big day.
Like, this is, I don't need to overstate, this might be one of the biggest days in women's sports history, just in terms of the visibility. But what about the impact? The impact of Caitlin Clark going into the WNBA will be what, in your opinion?
Well, I went to the 2018 draft with my sister. It looked nothing like what I just saw on TV. We were in the Nike headquarters. There may have been 150 people in there standing in the back.
Right.
They sold tickets to this WNBA draft. That's
Right.
the first time they've ever did that. So if that doesn't show you the impact that Caitlin Clark and this class of draft picks have had on the WNBA and its visibility and recognition already, I don't know what else really does.
And it was kind of, like you said, it wasn't just Caitlin Clark. It's Angel Reese. It's all these high-profile female athletes, almost like it's the greatest thing ever for the WNBA that they happen to be drafted together.
It's really crazy because I wouldn't even say that this is the most talented class that we've seen come out, right?
Right.
But their impact on social media, on young players, on young boys, not just girls, on having the NBA players talk about them, tweet about them, their ability to make themselves seen and then in turn make the sport seen, it has been incredible.
And you and I were talking about Caitlin's fit.
Oh,
We didn't know what
fire.
to expect from Caitlin. She looked fantastic.
I cannot believe what she pulled off. She had mini skirt, she had silk, she had sequins, and she had shades. And I really just did not expect that from Caitlin, so kudos to her.
Good for Caitlin, and the
Yeah.
glasses were great. And now she goes to the Indiana Fever, and she'll join Aaliyah Boston, who was last year's #1 overall pick. So obviously, this is a team that has struggled recently. They are rewarded with these two terrific players. What are your expectations for them next season?
I think they become a challenging team. I don't think that they contend for a title just yet. That's a lot of pressure on a one and former
For sure.
#1 pick in their first 2 seasons.
Yep.
But I do think that they have the ability to be very talented and to beat some good teams if they produce the product that we think they're going to bring out.
Do you think Caitlin Clark will have an immediate impact in the WNBA as far as a player? Obviously, off the court, we know what her impact's going to be. But do you think she'll right away contribute and right away be a star as a rookie?
I think she will.
Yeah.
Because the way she plays basketball is very untraditional for the league and how we see it. She is
Okay.
a high volume shooter. She has a quick trigger and she can shoot from anywhere and plays with a little bit more freedom. What you see in women's basketball typically, a little more systematic, a little bit more structured.
Right.
So having seen her have that success with that creativeness, I think that'll change a little bit the way things play. And you have to defend that far from the basket.
And then we have Kingston, Ontario's Aaliyah Edwards. Such an awesome story.
Yeah.
She goes 6th overall to the Washington team. What do you think of her impact, the fit with the Mystics? How do you think she's going to do?
I think Aaliyah fits in really well with Mystics. I think she would have fit in really well with a lot of teams.
Right.
Aaliyah has international experience. So first and foremost, she's played against some of these players at the Olympic level. So that learning curve that a lot of players run into should be a little
Also, her
smaller.
fit, too.
Oh, her fit was fire. But she had, look at that, she had a cutout on the side. Like, she went all white on us. If you see the shoes, they're actually sparkly and silver. And then she got her teammates, Paige Beckers and AZ Fudd, cheering her on.
That's cool.
I just think she fits really well with what she does. She
Yep.
rebounds well, she defends well, her offensive game is coming. So for her, she's coming out of a UConn that produces very good WNBA players, and she has high basketball IQ, and that will translate.
And then a couple of other stars that you may remember if you watched the NCAA tournament, Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese end up going to the same team. They go to the Chicago Sky. They're the two Final 4 most outstanding players, the last two. What do you make of Chicago's draft?
I like what Chicago did. They traded up for Cardoso, they traded up for Angel Reese, they got big, they got defense, and they spoiled the Sparks' plans just a little bit by taking Cardoso at that #3 spot. So,
Right.
sorry, Kia.
Yeah, this could have been Kia's teammate.
I know.
That's not
And
going to
look
happen
how
now.
good they look at this draft. Look at her. She got her dress on Friday. She didn't even know what to wear. She said her dress came in and it didn't fit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so she had to head to the mall and grab another one kind of thing.
You know Angel Reese was going to show up and show out. That's Malky's kid.
She looks fantastic. Man, what a great story, though. I just like it's a wonderful thing. We can celebrate this whole thing. And now we're less than a month away from the start of the 2024 WNBA season. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited that we get to host a game this year.
Yes,
So
yes.
we get to see Seattle and LA play in Edmonton. So that should be exciting. And then these great female athletes that have brought so much attention to the sport, being able to see them in their rookie seasons, it's one of those put up or shut up kind of seasons.
I get it. I get it. And you get to visit your sister in LA now that she's playing for the
I
Sparks.
will get on that plane and get to LA. I didn't make it to Seattle. You know, sorry to Seattle, but LA just looks sunny, and for me,
it's a bit warmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Hopefully I get the invite too. Thanks,
You can
Tamika.
come.
Really?
Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
Great.